This whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, it turns out that the verdict was not reached, and I will go ahead and toss it to Dina Doll to give us kind of a breakdown of what just went down.
Yes, we were all anticipating. They put out the announcement, verdict is in, the lawyers went, Amber Heard is in the courtroom, Johnny Depp is not in the courtroom. The jury filed in, and then sure enough, the attorneys go to the judge and there's a sidebar. And the issue is that, they have a verdict form they have to fill out if they found this statement is defamatory, which of the 6 statements are defamatory. And then there's the part of how much money is owed to the person who prevails. Compensatory, Depp asked for 50, Amber Heard asked for 100, and then they could even award punitive damages if they feel the person should be punished. So evidently, they found somebody to be defamatory, but they didn't decide how much money the person should be awarded. So the judge sent the jury back to fill out that portion of the verdict form. And now we just have to decide how long it's going to be for them to determine how much money to award the winner.
Yes, and so anybody who's kind of unfamiliar with this, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were married for some time, and after they got divorced, Amber Heard wrote an article in the Washington Post talking about being a victim of domestic violence and to some extent insinuating that it was Johnny Depp, and now he is trying to hold her accountable for allegations of defamation. But we need the jury to actually decide how much is at play, and with Johnny Depp seeking $50 million, it's so hard to believe that they did not apportion the damages before they came out of that jury room, but I'm sure it's going to just prolong all of the media chaos. But with this news that the jury is ruling in favor of Johnny Depp and his libel suit against his ex-wife Amber Heard, I don't necessarily know the numbers yet. If we spoke earlier that he was suing for 50 million, but what are your thoughts, Dina?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was, you could see my prediction I put on TikTok and Twitter, and it was that he was gonna lose. I thought for sure she was, going to win. I thought for sure she was gonna lose because she didn't show malice. It's possible they both could have, but I think that it really, Amber Heard on the cross really showed to be a liar. And so I think the jury got this right.
You know what, and as an attorney, and I know I do a lot of advocacy for gender parity, equity, I agree with you in terms of she lost the suit without a doubt. And she didn't just lose it because I do believe that there was definitely indicia of some kind of online campaign against her. Whoever orchestrated it, I don't know. But when it came to veracity and interpreting, it was not a win-win situation in any form or fashion. Also, too, it did not go in her favor when it come to find out that her donation to the ALCU, I believe that was the organization, where she didn't make the donation, where only just a small portion of it, yet she was out here in public touting that as though she was going to be donating millions of dollars from her divorce settlement to this entity to help out others. And I think that finding out that that was a falsehood was extraordinarily damning for her. And I know, Me Too has been a very an important movement and an important part of our society, and it is. And a lot of individuals are very concerned that this verdict is going to find a way to silence women, because I think often, or a lot of people didn't necessarily think that Johnny Depp was free and clear and innocent of his behavior. They read various text messages that were just not okay in terms of things you'd say to a partner or a spouse or anyone, as far as I'm concerned. At the same time, we do have to realize that this will probably have an impact on women being able to speak up and feeling comfortable in speaking up, as the vast majority of individuals who face domestic violence and abuse are women. But this was a court case. It's about who could win, who had the best legal arguments and the strength, and it definitely was Johnny Depp and his legal team.